Hey, what you're looking at here is a Hohem iSteady Mobile Plus gimbal. This is for a smartphone. And what I want to do is just show you how easy it is to hook up your smartphone to it. And I'll be using a Galaxy S10 Plus. I want to show you the features on it and everything else. One thing, this has a 12-hour battery life. And you can also charge your cell phone with it with that USB out there. And then it's got a micro USB to charge the unit itself. And I got the 1/4-20 threads for different adapters if you want. Real quick, what it comes with: charging cable, and then a little tripod you can put on the bottom, which we're not, might use it, nah. But it folds out pretty good. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have it to help steady it up. It's actually got a nice rubber foot to it. It's set up pretty good. Kind of like it, actually. I've been messing with it, and I don't do a lot of footage with my mobile phone for any YouTube videos or anything, but I probably will, other than maybe night shots with the flashlights and that, because you can't beat a full-frame Sony. But what we're going to do is get my phone out. I'm going to hurry up and hook this thing up, and then I'll run through the features on it. All right, what I'm going to do is undo what I did, because I had this phone set up and I can basically just plug it in and it's ready to go. But I want to do is just show you how you set these up in case you don't know. Number one, lay it down, and we're going to go into landscape mode. This will do portrait as well, but it's a little bit trickier, and I'll probably show you that if I got enough time. And when this is set up on here, if you notice, this is not level. You want it to set about like that. What you do is, behind here, you can see to the side this hand nut with the screw going through it. If you were to loosen that up, you can pull and push this one arm in and out. And you want to get it as close to you can, about right there. And one thing I noticed, you don't have to be 100% perfect. And then you can rotate the side by grabbing it or just holding it. Like, I'll put it all the way down. So notice how it's like that. You can go up, and I pretty much got it decently level. Now, you don't need a Bluetooth on or anything to turn this gimbal on, and you can use your own phone camera app, but I did download Hohem's app, and we'll be using that too. Power it on. You hold the power button for about 3 seconds or so, and now I'm going to shut this one off so it ain't blinding us. And I already got it hooked up. And what I found, it's very easy to hook up once you have your phone set up for it. And you can do portrait as well. We're not going to worry about that right now. Your controls for the camera don't work other than the tilt and stuff on the iSteady itself. But if I were to go in to my phone and say bring up my camera, go to video, stability on it is unreal. One thing you notice, like right here, it's going to hit a little bit, so you can only go so far. This side you can go quite a bit more. Could literally hold it upside down. Now there's a tilt and pan. As you can see there. But you literally could almost drag this thing right on the ground this way. Which I'll get some footage tomorrow of it and just show you just how steady this thing is. But it pretty much is a turn on and go. Now, I've read a lot of reviews on the app itself, and that is the Hohem Gimble app. When you initially turn it on, it's going to ask you to connect to the camera, and there's a blue light that comes on, and I'm already connected. You download it. It's not very hard to connect at all, and you do have a lot of functions on here that if you want to play around with it. Number one, let me get this closer. You got motion lapse, time lapse, and I have not got the panoramic to work on the 180 or 360. Long exposure did work, and then you got standard mode. But as far as tracking, like what I've noticed on this thing, I've already hit this button right here. Now you can frame an object, and to do that, just drag. Now it's going to follow that no matter what I do. And I noticed it does work very well. We'll shut that off. And it does have face tracking, which is icon there. Live I haven't done yet. That's uploading. And this here is for just turning it human body tracking, turning that on. Now that I got it hooked to the Bluetooth and on here, one thing you can do is zoom in and out with your phone. Now you can do focus too by hitting that button, and I can change my focus to close and far away. You notice there. Now if I were to shut that off, this button here does for hand gestures. Here you can change different light, and then you got your filters, settings, go up to 4K video, turn your flash on, countdown timer you can turn on, white balance, grids on, video stabilization, you can turn that on and off, change your video format for anybody that is interested, and I got face tracking on, auto follow, and compatibility mode I have not messed with. Settings, get back to that. You can change your gimbal settings too on this thing. Right here, if anybody is interested in messing with them, you change your follow speed, your joystick speed, follow in dead areas. Pretty self-explanatory. On the back side of it is a trigger button. And what that trigger button does, if you were to long press it, as far as rotating and going up and down, it takes its time for more fluid. If you hold the trigger on, it follows rapidly. As far as double clicking that trigger, say I have it pointed way up and way over, hit that trigger twice, and you're back to home. There's some other modes on it that I suppose I'll run by quick, and then we're going to do some videos of it. Right here, if you look, is a mode switch button right there, and if you single tap it, you see that light, green light flashing once. That's the mode I'm in. It's pan, follow. Basically, it follows everything. If you hit it twice, now it's flashing twice. Pan and tilt follow. You hit it 3 times, they're all locked. You notice it's just looking forward, and it stays completely forward. You hit it 4 times, all following inception mode. Everything, the tilt axis, roll axis, and pan axis all follow. We go back to one mode, them follow, but then you can rotate it. So there is a lot of different options you got on this thing. If you double click, I'm recording video. Hit it again, you shut it off. And single click, you take the picture. But like I said, you can stay away from that app if you want and go into my normal camera app. And that's good is you have more use of manual settings and stuff like that. And on these newer phones, of course, I mean, this one isn't new, but you got pro mode and everything else. Pretty awesome. Hyperlapse. Hyperlapse works great on this gimbal. One thing I did notice on the app that you use to come with, the slow motion and time lapse work quite well. What I want to do is take this outside and show you some actual footage of it. This is the camera app itself. We'll try zoom.
That's one slice. Is he just eating the whole bag? Is he just check? No fork, David. Do you want a fork?
Do you want a fork? I don't know. Is it your mother?
Here, let me help you. Here, drink some water first. Drink some water first. Probably 30.
Right here, buddy. Is that yummy? Is it right here, buddy?
Yeah, I've had like 7 or 8 cupcakes here.
It's got a pretty good wind blowing. Sunset. And on the back side, way back there is the moon. Just coming up. Pretty neat. I got it so it's locked onto one area no matter where you turn the gimbal. Turning it sideways now. Works pretty good. Right, I got it in lock mode, facing straight forward. Moving it side to side. Doing a pretty good job. Be impressed. Now I got it in lock mode, and I'm going to hold the trigger on and see if that makes any difference. Walk backwards. Let go of the trigger. Walking sideways, leaving the gimbal perfectly straight. I am not moving the gimbal at all. Other than tipping it up and down. Man, that works good. Pretty awesome. So there you are at the Hohem iSteady Mobile. Pretty awesome gimbal. One thing I found out is you cannot view it right on the app itself with the pictures and video while you're running the app, the different modes it has in app. But then you go to your file explorer, you can find them, and they are there and they work, which they will. I'm impressed with it. I mean, it's turn on and go. Put your phone in there once you got it balanced. It works very well. Simple to use. I'll be using it quite a bit for future videos of probably rock hounding and that. I'm running one right now on my Sony RX100V. And I will be putting a video up on this one, most likely. But I am impressed with this. One thing I did see was there is an updated version of the one that I have with this iMobile Plus, where you can do a couple more things, but I'll provide the link down below for this gimbal. Light, very rugged, and it pretty much works without a hitch. So there you go. Check that link out down below. Till next time.